are angel codes or angel numbers, and why do they happen, and how does that have to do with ascension and all. So we're going to go into that here. I'd just like to remind you to like and subscribe and share this video out to others if you like it, and feel free to make a comment. And so basically, I just want to talk a little bit about the numbers themselves and how angel numbers, they generally come in threes, like 444, 222, 555, 666, 77, 888, etc. We have 1111, and there's lots of different angel numbers, and even 911, which is kind of like a warning number. So there's lots of different meanings for all of these different angel numbers. And angel numbers can have lots of reasons why you're seeing them. So sometimes it can be that you have angel guides in the spirit world that are trying to get a message through to you. So they're giving you these numbers and they're showing them up, and you're recognizing them when it's happening because they're trying to get through to you. And the spirit world definitely can work this way. So if you see 444 or 333 or 222, these numbers oftentimes have basically binary code in your DNA that is meant to activate you. So when you're seeing it, it's an angel message, which can mean that you're in alignment. It can mean that you are following your soul. It can mean that it's trying to activate some of your DNA. There's lots and lots of things that are going on there, and you kind of have to feel into your own self of what it means for you at that time without going too far in your mind, because if you get too mental about it, then you're not going to get into the soul of what they're what the message is for you. Sometimes people get in the mind and they see 1111, and then they meet somebody that's a toxic partner and they think that that means twin flame. And so you have to be careful, because 1111 is a twin flame awakening code. But it can kind of throw people off a little bit, because they start reading into it from a mind, and sometimes it's meant to activate you. That doesn't mean that the person you just met is actually your divine counterpart. It just means that you're getting activated. So you want to be a little bit careful with that. But at the same time, they're definitely angelic messages for you. And if you're seeing 911 a lot, it's because there's something going on in your soul energy that's kind of off target, and it's because there's archonic forces that are, giving you some trouble or run for your money in terms of your soul. And so that's a warning number for you to really, fight for yourself, for your soul energy, and also to let you know that twin flames are under attack. So 9/11 with the buildings that went down was actually a sign for the twin flames, and it was a message for twin flames, and it was symbolic. It was a symbolism from the dark forces to let them know that they again were trying to take down the twin flames. So 9/11, if you're seeing that can be a sign that you really need to do some work in terms of your soul to help you understand, what's happening in relation to your divine counterpart. And your divine counterpart doesn't have to be somebody that you know in the outside world at this point. It's part of your soul energy. So if you just look at it like that, then you can move through, whatever you need to learn in your soul journey. But essentially, another reason why they use these numbers to trigger you and activate you and to get through to you is because of your binary code in your DNA. I'm sorry, I mean your genetic code. So what I was going to get at is that your DNA is very similar to binary code that they use in technologies to write code for computers and computer technologies. Well, your genetic coding is very similar to that. It's a little bit different how it works and all that, but essentially it's kind of the same. And so you have to understand that your DNA is a technology. It's the most advanced technology that there is, and it holds infinite gigabytes or terabytes, I should say, of information from not just this life, but from multiple lives and galactic lives and planetary lives in eons of time. And this is again why your DNA is so sought after and why there's been so many mutations. So when you start to see those numbers and why they're being brought through to you, it has to do with your genetic codes to help awaken strands of DNA in your soul body. It's also messages. It's also coming from your loved ones, because they know that this is how to awaken you. When they're on the other side, they know what's going on, and they're bringing messages through you. So if your mother's passed away and you're seeing angel numbers, well, it could be her that's kind of trying to get through to you, but it's also because that's how it taps into and activates DNA in you to cause remembrance, to trigger remembrance. So it's kind of like, you know, your mom sending a little message over the keyboard, hey, yoo-hoo, remember this. And so they're on the other side and they're sending you this, you know, written message through your DNA, through these genetic codes or mathematical codes that are angel numbers. And that way, as you receive it and you're getting the awakening and the awareness of it, it's activating parts of you and you're becoming more and more conscious. That's why a lot of people have been walking around and they don't pay any attention to numbers. And then all of a sudden, maybe a year ago, they start seeing numbers everywhere. Well, it's because it's time now for you to start activating your genetic codes to heal and awaken dormant DNA within you that has been altered and manipulated and mutated over time. So that is one of the things that's going on there. And again, they want me to tell you right now that a lot of you guys are starting to just there's a final wave that's going to come later, but there's another wave right now that's just started to awaken. And so some of you guys are probably the ones that are just starting to tap into these angel numbers, and you're going to notice too that as you start to become more conscious of your own soul, you're going to see these numbers more often. And that's the spirit guide's way of letting you know that you're on track and that you're tuning into your soul. And the more you tune into your soul, the more you're going to see the numbers. And pretty soon they start to show up and clink, 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 clink. And when you start to get into that frequency, because it's also a sign of you raising your frequency. So, for example, I have a friend that is recently starting to get divorced from a really toxic situation, and as he's going through that, he's finally starting to get the activations in his binary code with the angel numbers that are showing up from his angel guides. And so, you know, it's as you start to raise your own frequency, you'll start to be able to have these activations and these codes show up for you more. And so it's not just a message from them, it is, but it's also a gift from them to help activate dormant DNA in you so that you can awaken to your soul mission and to your higher self and to your galactic self and to your angelic self. And so it's not just a message from the angels, it's a gift from them for you so that you can step into your angelic self. So it's really pretty amazing. And I'll do some other videos in the future to kind of go over some of those specific numbers and what they mean. But generally speaking, 1111 is an awakening code that happens to the souls that are about to go through enlightenment and those that are starting to awaken to their higher selves, and also to twin flames who are finding each other finally after thousands and thousands of lifetimes being separated in living in different lives and different bodies without having an awareness of one another. So it's really, really awesome, and I hope that helped. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and please share out the video to others, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Namaste.